Welcome to our Family Math Video Vault to help your child with math. Today's episode.
This is decimal notation and how to write decimal fractions that have a denominator of tenths or hundredths as a decimal. So to review, this flat, we call it a flat, that is going to be worth one whole. Think of it as like $1. Then we have our rod. Our rod, we realize, is smaller than the whole. And we know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rods in a whole. So this is 1 out of those 10. So this is 1/10. Think of this as a dime. A dime is 1/10 of the whole dollar. And then our unit here is the smallest of them all. And the unit, there's 100 of them in this whole. So this is only 1/100th of this whole thing. So think of this as a penny because there's 100 pennies in a dollar. So this is decimal notation. This is the fractions that we're going to be working with, the whole, the tenths, and the hundredths. And I wanted you to visualize that because we have students visualizing that with place value blocks. Now, we continue on with our mats, our tenths grid, and then we add a place value chart. So if I have in my grid this shaded in, I have no ones all completely shaded in. So that's 0, and I have 2 of those tenths shaded in. 2 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So think of it as the fraction. This is how I would write it in decimal notation. And I would read it as 2/10. Where that last digit is, you read that place value. So that's tenths. Let's try hundredths. I have my place value chart now, and I go from the ones, that's like the dollar, the decimal point, the tenths like the dimes, and the hundredths like the pennies. Now, if I have this shaded in, let's see how much I have shaded in. Do I have any wholes, any ones shaded in? No, so that I can represent that with a 0. Do I have any tenths shaded in, any rods? Yeah, I have 3 complete rods shaded in. If I think about these, there are 3 shaded in. So I have 3/10, and then how many other hundredths do I have? I have 1, 2 hundredths. So how I can read this is I read the number just like I would 32, and that last digit I read that place value. So 32 hundredths. That's like 32 cents. That's less than $1. Let's try another one with the hundredths because it can be a little tricky because you're working with visualizing tenths and hundredths now. So if I quickly shade these in, it doesn't have to be perfect. I ask myself, do I have any wholes shaded in? Nope, I don't have any ones. What about tenths? This is completely shaded in. This one is, this one is, this one, and this one. So that's 10, or that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. And then how many additional hundredths? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I read it as 54 hundredths. And if I were to count every single one of these little small units, I would realize that I do have 54 shaded in. But why not count them by tenths? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54 hundredths, because it's less than the whole grid. It's less than a whole. That's decimal notation, writing it as a decimal.